Though I am a Christian man, I have long forsworn any contentment in its primitive superstitions. The mysticism, the rituals, I know they are all articulations of a deeper material fact. In older times, it was seen that the order of the scientific world and the perfection of God's plan confirmed each other at every turn. Well, I still believe this to be the case, although in quite an unorthodox way. My lifelong work has been to find the origin point of man's fall from grace. It has taken me all over the world, but I believe I am closer than ever to finding the truth. I am heading deep into the ocean, into a region they call Gasper's Zone. I have everything I need in my submersible lab. I hope to find some answers soon. Soon I will tread out on the holy seabed, where the spirit blew life into the incredible mantle. I have lit my path with the submersible's lights. It is a blessed day. Before I leave, I have to fill up my tank and grab some nets for specimen collection. I'm going to need both if I'm going to do my research. Okay, so this game was made by Yames, right? That was the person who made Discover My Body, I think it was. Even with my lights, it is still quite dark out here. Well, as long as they are on, I'm sure I'll be fine. I just have to remember that the entrance back into the lab is the furthest spot south. I hope to find some good specimens here, whether by sifting through the silt or netting some fish. I must remember that the live specimens will try to evade me, but I should not give up hope, as they cannot swim too far away. I must also remember that if I sift at one position, it would be a waste to sift there again until later. I should try to find one live sample via my net, and also 2 samples from sifting. That should be sufficient for now. Time to begin. May God guide me. So yeah, it was made by the same person who made the last game we played, Discover My Body. I didn't find anything. I'll keep looking. It still has the very aggressive E. I don't quite like that. I found a post-Lapsarian Adamite skull. It looks quite old. It may reveal something. I will study it when I get back to the lab. This one right here. I don't like how aggressive that E is pressing in and out like that. No, I do not like that at all. But I thought this game looked interesting, right? Sift again. I didn't find anything. I'll keep looking. I really like the style of these games. I think that Yames has a good eye for horror, or just creepy things in general. I didn't find anything. They're very atmospheric. Oh. It doesn't really look like a dive mask. A dive mask, likely an older make by the looks of it. It only has one large window to see from. Might be worth looking at back in the lab. Looks more like a melted jock strap, or like VR goggles, you know? You stick your eyes into here, this rubber band thing wraps around your face, or around your head. Ah, my oxygen seems to be depleting. This is much more of a game than Discover My Body was. Am I moving? I think I'm moving. It's hard to tell. I really don't know what I'm looking at here. I'm lost. This is not going to end well. Down here on the seabed, everything looks the same. Is there a map? Can I look at a map? How do I know when I'm... Are there markers? Do I just keep going backwards? Return to the lab. So we still need one of those live specimens, right? But I really can't tell if we're actually going anywhere or not. It all looks the same, like these arrow buttons don't seem to do much. But if I go south enough, it looks like I can get back to the lab. Where are these live specimens at? I'm not seeing anything down here but murk. Gonna be, maybe I can sift again? You know, Yames, I was just saying you make a pretty good game. Very atmospheric. But I really can't tell how I can get any... Oh. What was that? Where'd you go? Was that a flounder? No. Oh. How do I throw a net? Throw a net. Okay. Got him. I'll check out the specimen when I get back to the lab. Now, I'm not familiar with Pokemon, but I'm pretty sure that's a new one. Maybe a relicanth? I have been blessed with a bounty to research. It is time to go back to the lab and begin. I can barely contain my excitement. All my life's work has led up to this moment. I'm sure it has, bud. So let's backtrack the only way we can, by walking backwards on the seafloor. Even though I have been down here but briefly, I can feel God working in my heart and opening my mind. The original sin of man, the original temptation, was that God opening the mind too? I am alone here, but I feel the comfort of the Holy Spirit and a connectedness to all things. I've only been down here for a couple hours and already I'm going insane. That's not a good sign. The human being was made in the image of God, a divine mirror of creation that was made imperfect by our sin. Anyone else find it kind of ironic that we're down here researching a forbidden knowledge when the original sin was eating of the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil? Just me? I don't know. Just seems a bit ironic to me. I can feel it sometimes, in the strangeness of my body, as if I was once connected to the source and severed from it. It was as if I was once a thing rooted in a vaster whole, but I was violently removed and left to float freely by my own. This guy has issues he needs to work through. Well, as I have said, I should get to work. Refill the tank, replenish the nets, check the mirror? That's kind of ominous. Okay, research. Oh, that hurts my eyes. That really hurts my eyes. I hope you guys have an easier time reading it than I do. Let's see what it says, to the best of my ability with my old, ancient eyes. Adamite skull. Partially fossilized remains of a son of Adam. Contains 5% ancestral corruption. Ancestral corruption. How do you determine that exactly? Is that like viral RNA in your DNA or something? I don't know. What would corruption be? How do you measure that? By approximate calculations, this human lived for about a millennium, and was born 10 generations after the primeval fall. High bone density suggests aquatic lifestyle. Oh, I see. So the Garden of Eden was, under the water? Adam and Eve were mermaids? Fascinating. This person was extremely close to the source of Genesis. to the birth of all creation. They live to be very, very old, and have only just a trace of degeneration. The bone density, yes, one of the pillars of aquaedenic studies, is that early man lived underwater. Countless generations have passed since such a time, and the form the sons of Adam take now is very different. Well, there is some truth to that. If you study cladistic research, humans belong to the clade of animals that includes lobe-finned fish. So, technically, yes, I guess. I can only imagine what it looked like to be so pure, so near the state of grace. I'll load up the next sample. Ugh. Dive mask. Production date, mid-20th century. Rubber-skirted dive mask ornamented with various Christograms, biblical inscriptions. This mask would prove that I am not the first one to explore Gasper's zone. However, this area is entirely remote, meaning whoever was here for a purpose. And if you haven't heard from them, they're probably dead down here. Judging by the crucifixes on the strap, I imagine explorers are sent here by the church. There are certain divisions in the... Is it papal or... It's definitely the Pope. Papal. There are certain divisions in the papal conclave who are in the know, but some would prefer to occlude the truth from the world. Were these explorers eliminated by more traditional factions? And what did they discover? Where are they now? I'll take a look at the next sample. Ancient fish. Carbon dating estimation, 10,000 years. Laser vivisection yielded fish fed on native coral forms. Hypercalcified bone structure. Tensile strength matching modern metamaterials. Fun fact about carbon dating, right? Deep sea, and especially ocean-based life forms, there is a carbon cycle as well as an oxygen cycle or a water cycle. So carbon-14 is what's dated, what's calculated in carbon dating. But certain life forms, because of the carbon cycle, specifically life forms that are deep marine, things like clams, things that eat things like clams, so not just, fish, but any part of that food chain that hits that part of the carbon cycle where you get depletions through chemical pathways of carbon-14, well, you're gonna get abnormal readings. So this fish might actually be quite younger than 10,000 years, if that's what we're reading on carbon-14. Amazing! This fish may have very well been alive during the time of the pre-deluge patriarchs. This very well may confirm the theory of Gasper's zone being located in or around Edenic ground. But how? Some suspension of space-time? Or some biological deceleration of the aging process? Or how about just depletion of carbon-14 through the carbon cycle? I must conduct a more extensive search. Soon, I should go out for more samples. Let's see, we're gonna refill our tanks and replenish nets just because. Check myself in the mirror. No, can't check out. What was that? A whale? Sounded even bigger. Warning. Reaper Leviathan spotted. I should go check outside. Maybe that's not such a great idea. Maybe we shouldn't go out there. The lights are out. Damn. But something stirs in me. Well, something's stirring up the silt on the seabed. O Lord, even in this darkness I know you are with me. Your word is a light to my feet and a lamp to my path. Guide me. Are we really saying Jesus take the wheel here? Alright, Jesus take the wheel. Sift silt? No. Inky blackness surrounds me. Oh, Jellyfish Man. Are you one of the patriarchs? Throw net. I can't throw the net at him. Son of Adam, I beseech thee. Your forebears abandoned the tree of life and ate of the fruit of knowledge. You walk a contrary path. You will leave this place, or you will exchange one life for another. Die as a man, or join God in full flesh. To hear the voice of your God is to return, origin-ward, back into the womb where words would fail. Know this now. I am but his created messenger. This is all I know. I know biblically accurate angels are kind of strange looking things, but I don't remember them being jellyfish men. Son of Adam, I beseech thee, I beseech thee, I beseech thee. An angel? Dude. I've seen some depictions of angels, but that ain't one of them. Nothing like it. Not enough eyes. An emissary of the Lord? Amazing. Their visage even matches the description in the ciphered Genesis Apocryphon. To see such sights, can it be possible? But what did their message mean? Full flesh and God? I can't postpone my search any longer. I'm closer than ever, and I will find the truth. I must find more samples. Let's check how crazy you are in the mirror. Yeah, your eyes are getting there. Dark and soulless, just like any sociopath. It's a shame we couldn't net that jellyfish man, though. Time to change it up. I ought to find 2 live specimens and 1 object in the silt. I feel as if I barely even need this oxygen underwater anymore. You're already turning into a fish man. I am closer to God than ever. Sifting, sifting. Finding what's down here. Gonna keep looking. Didn't find anything. Still not finding things. This is kind of like an Easter egg hunt. Except not Easter eggs, we're looking for fossilized coral fragments? Interesting. This coral's color is similar to the red pigmentation I found in that ancient fish. I should collect it. So now we have the tough challenge of finding 2 more live specimens, right? Sifting isn't going to do me any good. Oh. Throw net. Got him. I'll check out this specimen when I get back to the lab. Gotta catch him. Oh, Pokemon. That's 1 down. Let's see if we can't find ourselves a Charmander down here. Back up slowly in the seabed. Remember, if they can't see your eyes, they can't see your eyes. Ooh, look at this thing, it's gross. Like, I've seen blobfishes. I've seen a lot of deep sea specimens. Crinoids look pretty gross, right? But this thing, I have no idea. Excellent. Now I ought to go back to the lab to begin my research. It has been interesting swimming down here. The dark and gloom is almost a comfort to me. I am reminded of Moses seeing God in the luminous dark, the undifferentiated infinitude, incomprehensible to the created mind. But I believe I can know God, and I will know God. Definitely crazy. It is strange. Perhaps it is just exhaustion from my swimming, but I feel a bit dizzy. Maybe it's these graphics, the chromatic aberration on them. It's not doing you any favors, that's for sure. A beatific lightness has entered my mind. Oh, that might just be like oxygen depletion, or maybe oxygen highness if your blend of oxygen that you're breathing down here is too high. You need some nitrogen in there. The knowledge I have gained over the years seems to fly from me. Just at the moment I am learning the ultimate truth. Well, there's nothing to do but press on. I think there's plenty you could do. We could take the advice of that, jellyfish man, and leave now. Yeah, I'm not liking this. That eye is getting bigger, but it's not blinking. Oh, I'm gonna hate this reading. Deathless fish. Cross-analysis with previous fish sample. Fish age exceeds previous estimations. Born sometime in Jurassic period. It's hard to say. Fish evolution hasn't really deviated too much. Maybe. Cellular growth abnormal, almost completely still. Stomach contents reveal more native coral forms. DNA contains proto-human proteins. This fish is even older. Amazing. Almost impossible. There's some common link between this life form and our own. Yeah, lobe-finned fish. All tetrapod land vertebrates evolved from tetrapod fish. Well, not really tetrapods. You understand. Look into the evolution of the notochord and then the brainstem and the spine itself. It's all pretty much academic. Right, Yames? You like that word, right? It's academic to me. I notice as well, this fish, as well as the others, are lacking eyes. Well, so am I, apparently. Not unheard of among fish of the deep ocean. But even blind fish can sense the difference between light and darkness. These fish lack that capacity completely. Yeah, I thought that was just a visual thing. There are no eyes on this fish. Maybe that's how it started. Yames, if you're seeing this, do let us know. I'd be interested in knowing that. And more of that odd coral in the gut. What does it mean? There must be something. All of a sudden I feel woozy. Deathless fish 2. Unknown morphology. 50% of sample consists of coral polyp. Age again exceeds multiple geological periods. Secretion of unknown stone substance. DNA contains proto-human proteins. So old. Impossibly old. The ancient of days. Time seems to spiral out in front of me. The divine plan, imprinted in all things. How old is it? This fish seems to have been close to the origin of life itself. Probably not, considering life itself is... Oh, there's a cricket. Considering life itself is probably about 4 billion years old. If you're looking at stromatolites, they evolved much more... Well, then again, this is biblical, so who knows? Who knows what timeline we're dealing with here? But you're mixing them yourself, buddy. I'll take a look at the next thing. Red coral. Origin unknown. Error. Studded with proto-human neuron. Hyper-capable of creating consciousness field. Womb of God. Error. 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 What does it mean? I can barely read this. My own sight seems to be failing. Perhaps decompression sickness? But it seems greater than that. Like the symbols of the world are falling from their place. I feel so... The light... Another angel? Oh Lord, I can feel your love. Okay, keep it PG-13. Let's check, the mirror. Yeah, I'm looking fine. Replenish nets, refill tank. Let's head out. Oh. I don't like this. This reminds me a lot of the last game we played by Yames, Discover Your Body. We got these meat creatures. Water. Ooh. World. I'm sorry, did you see that? Did you see it talk? It's adorable. Wait. Watch this. Watch it. Oh. That's a shame. I wanted to see more from him. Womb. Hunger. I am hunger. Go and join angels. Join God. Should we listen to the mysterious voice? No need. I think there is a need. No need. I am... eyeless. I guess we're gonna head out. Must find it. I like what you did with your nails here. They're very, probably not safe. They'd probably puncture through any dive suits. I guess we're gonna wander in the dark again. Feed on coral. Ah, so we're covered in coral now. Fantastic. More. We should have listened to the Jellyfish Man. We really should have listened to Jellyfish Man. He might have been the last diver. Feed on coral. More. We should have listened to our predecessor here, you know? Can we go back? Back to the beginning? I'm just clicking like mad here. Eating. Water. World. The Cyclopean City. Rillier. Cthulhu Fatagan. Oh, I don't know about this. That seems... okay. Well, that was a fun game. Yames, you've done it again. I am thoroughly dumbfounded by the experience. Well done. Maybe in the future we'll find more of your games, Yames. This was a good one. I'm gonna need to sit down and think about the origin of life. Maybe the corruption of man. I think there was some symbolism there about feeding on the coral and feeding on the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Yeah, so I think we just committed original sin again. I thought God was supposed to turn people into pillars of salt and pillars of sand, but apparently it's coral. Yeah. Okay. Hyde out.